Sean, and it's a pleasure to be here today for sure. Whenever you're getting 31.7 million, it's always a pleasure. But there's more than money. I said to some of the folks here earlier today, the money will certainly help us in a big, big way, keep our risks down, but it's the level of confidence from our federal government and from our federal officials. It's always good when a senior level of government shows that confidence in our municipality that what you're doing is a good idea for our residents and that it will work. And we need that level of confidence from our senior levels of government. So very much appreciate, Sean, you bringing this forward today. And as somebody said earlier, it would be too big a present to get under that tree. But I do want to go back a little. It's 6 years, and it's been 6 long years, to where many people are saying, is this ever going to happen? And we kept saying soon. So we're getting closer with the soon. And we also appreciate the money that we got earlier from our federal government, 4.4 million roughly, I think, for our wireless operation, which is just about ready to come into full swing. Most of our towers will be operational by the end of the year, and that's not far off, and the few that aren't will be ready by the end of January. And those towers will deliver internet to most of the people that haven't been able to get anything. A few in the last while have gotten Starlink, but other than that, along our major roads where we'll be running fiber, a lot of those have a connection now, but not a great connection. But in many areas of the backcountry of Pictou County, there's nothing. So this is going to be really big for them, these towers. They'll reach out to, I don't know what the number is, but a certain number of homes within about a 2-kilometer radius of each tower, and we have 15 towers going up. Some of them are operational now. And I know during Fiona, the question was, you know, would they be workable during those times? I know our deputy warden was on a test site up on top of Hutchings Hill, and he tells me his worked great right through the whole of Fiona. And one of my relatives that lives down the Lockroom Loop was on a test site to do with wireless. And again, as long as he had power, as long as he had a generator, he had internet through the whole thing. A lot of other people in this county did not have internet at those times. So yes, it will work during extreme times, and the safety issue that was mentioned here is really big. People living alone in backcountry areas in those times, no way to get a hold of anybody. When your power went out, your phone was down, everything was down. But if you had a generator, then you could get a hold of somebody through our high-speed internet, just a little bit we had running at that time. I do want to pay special credit to a couple of people that aren't here today. Back when we started in 2016, I don't believe Darrell is here anyway. Darrell McKeel, our councillor from District 3, was the chair of the first committee that looked at this. And we looked at whether to go with one of the big telco companies, whether to do it ourselves, and different options. But she couldn't be here because of work today. But another fellow was Ray Strickland, who was on our original committee. Unfortunately, we lost Ray to cancer. Ray was a very intelligent person who worked for a long, long time as one of the head fellows at Michelin, and he had a lot of valuable input in trying to steer us in the right directions. And of course we had I-Valley, and we have representatives here today from I-Valley. They were with us in the early days. We had some rough times. You don't, when you're taking this big a risk, you don't you know, necessarily pick the right people all the time the first time. But we do have good people with us now from Digital Ubiquity, and Mike is here today, and I think they're leading us in the right direction. It's taken longer than we want, and that's what most people in Pictou County will say. It's taken longer than we want. But there was all kinds of holdups, COVID being one of them for sure, but just a lot of problems that you run into. But I want to emphasize how good this is for Pictou County, for rural Pictou County. The whole reach from River John to Lismore to Mount Tom and everything in between. This will put us in the real world. We're constantly told, well, go to this site or go to that site. Well, if you haven't got any internet or you got it so poor it won't stay connected, this will allow Pictou County to move to the front of the class, let's say. And that was preached to us, I'll say, by Barry at I Valley for a long time, that we can be a leader in the Atlantic provinces for sure with this system. This is not a low-class system. We said from day one, there was 3 things that we wanted in the county. We wanted everybody to be connected. We didn't want anybody left out. So that was number 1, because we were hearing from people in the 2016 election, hearing from people over and over that they'll only go up this road so far, they'll only go there so far, there's no money to go any further. So people were being left out. We didn't want anybody left out. We wanted it to be a quality system, and it is. But also, it had to be affordable. There's no good having a quality system that nobody can hook onto because they don't have the money to pay for it. In today's high cost of everything, our high-speed internet is going to be affordable. Our wireless that's starting up right now, I think it's $49.95 a month or something. So it's far ahead of anything else that people are getting right now. And our fiber, when it comes through, because we have an open network, I tell people we built the highway, much like the province builds the highway, and then the parcel deliverers, they travel on that highway. We built the highway, and now the companies can travel on our highway and compete with each other for your business, for a resident's business. So our cost for 100 megawatt or even for a gigabit is not much over, well, for a gigabit I think it's barely over $100 a month, which is unheard of. So the quality's good. Service, we contract with different companies to make, we don't want councillors getting a call in the middle of the night, my high-speed internet's not working. So we've contracted with good companies to make sure that it keeps working. So I'm very much, at this time of year when people are very celebratory mood anyway, this is something great for the whole county to celebrate. So I thank everybody for coming today, and I know we have a lot of our councillors with us here today, I appreciate that.